Welcome on in, everybody, to Rime of the Frostmaiden. Welcome on into Mimic Loaf, I should say first, not Rime of the Frostmaiden. Tonight we are playing Rime of the Frostmaiden. A little bit out of whack. First session back since the Christmas break, I think.
Yeah.
So welcome back in. To begin with, thank you to our two wonderful sponsors. The first one being Stabby Joe & Co., creators of some really cool designs. They've just dropped, well, not just, but recently dropped one specific to this Rime campaign, which is Bartleby's old fish. What is it?
And wet meat.
Canned wet meat. Bartleby's canned wet meat. So if you want to support the stream, head over there and buy that shirt. And use code MIMIC5 at checkout and you get 5% off. Our other sponsor is W.GG, creators of some Jitterless Energy blends. So please go check them out. And if you use code MIMICLOAF at checkout there, you get 10% off. Thank you to... I couldn't read it. It was too fast. Who was it? Can somebody please tell me?
It was Lefty, I think.
Lefty. Thank you, Lefty, for resub. Getting up
You're
there
welcome.
in the months.
Yeah, 19 months.
Yeah, 19
Nerd.
whole months. What a nerd.
Crazy. Longer than a year. Wild.
Crazy. Yeah, and I think that's about it before we get into it. So, without ado, let's get into the session. So, last session...
Session 3, yes?
Yeah, session number 3. Last session, you guys started at the lodge, out in the middle of the wilderness, after having tracked there for probably a few hours. This lodge was a large building that Kanan and Corin led you to.
Those bastards.
Which were two wolves that were
supposedly that's what they were,
stealing food from Dugan's Hole. As you guys got there, you guys what would you say? My brain just stopped. As you guys got there,
right.
you guys
Got my
decided
notes,
to
my
come up
trusty
with
notes.
a plan. The plan was for tricking
Plan.
Yeah, plan. I say that in the loosest terms.
Yeah, in the loosest terms possible. In that we had a vague idea of some steps of what we were going to do.
Yeah, was for tricking to sneak his way into one of the chambers and have a quick look around. While that was happening, the rest of you decided to just head on in that center chamber, where you came up against a giant woolly mammoth that quickly took anger with the fact that you were being there. You guys pretty much got thwalloped by this big mammoth.
Let's be real here. Barrius got
thwalloped and fell to his almost to his death.
Yes.
And yeah, and then luckily Thalion talked the mammoth down a little bit, and you guys managed to escape, only for Corin and Kanan to start attacking the lot of you. You guys fought him off, all while tricking unlocked the two kids that were taken by Corin and Kanan. And then he, tricking, then joined you guys fighting Corin and Kanan. Defeating them, you guys decided to cut your losses and just head back to town, back to Dugan's Hole. Upon arriving back at Dugan's Hole, the children were taken back to their house, which, the parents were super overjoyed, and they gave you a gift as a reward, which were a Boots of the Winterland, which I believe were given to tricking, yes?
Yes, I believe.
Yeah. Cool.
I believe.
Did I miss anything out, guys? Anything you guys want to bring to light? Anything you guys want to note? Oh, and they leveled up last session, so they are now level 2. Hopefully not as squishy. Cool.
Considering I think I got 6 to my max HP. Yeah, still pretty squishy.
So after waking up in Dugan's Hole, you guys have managed to get a few little bits of preparations done because I believe you guys were leaving the town, heading towards the next one, which I believe is Goodmead. Anything you guys want to do real quickly before we head out of town?
No, I don't think anyone here really wants to talk to me.
Cast Divine Smite on Barriers.
Barriers it's like that baby, the fucking ash baby. It's like, oh! It's good. So it happens to Barriers.
Just Barriers.
Also,
dead.
I can't see the overworld map. It won't let me change tabs to the overworld map.
It should, considering I give.
It's not.
Well, you're just gonna have to deal with it for now.
That's fun.
Yeah, cool.
We got long rest, right? Didn't we?
Yes, you guys got a long rest from last session. Cool. So you guys head out towards Goodmead. Being from the area, Bartleby, you do know that this trek will probably take about 4 hours, trudging through the heavy snow towards Goodmead. I will get somebody to roll a d12 for me, please.
Not me. I will not. Tricking. First roll of the set. First roll of the year.
First roll of the year.
Hectic. Oh, that's an 8.
Cool.
Hey, no bad roll. You're gonna have a good year. 8 of your 12 months are gonna be good. Sorry about the other 4.
I mean,
Which are now snowstorm.
Yeah. And those 4 months starts now. Oh, why is my camera doing this shit again?
Yeah, so as you guys kind of trudge through the snow and begin heading out of town, the wind picks up a little bit and kind of hits you with that icy cold shudder. It picks up a little bit faster, kind of swapping between fast, slow throughout your travel. But as you guys travel north, the snow-covered trail, the faint scent of honey lingers on the icy wind. A strange contrast to the harshness of the frozen tundra. The surrounding evergreens seem to lean inward, their branches heavy with frost, creating a tunnel-like path ahead. Gradually, the trees thin, and you catch sight of smoke rising in wisps above the distant rooftops of Goodmead. The settlement itself is modest, a cluster of wooden buildings with steeply pitched roofs designed to shed heavy snowfall. Icicles hang like jagged teeth from every eave, glittering in the faint light that filters through the overcast sky. Beyond the town, you see a frozen lake that stretches into the horizon, its surface glistening like a sheet of frosted glass. As you draw closer, the occasional muffled bark of sled dogs in the distance breaks the silence. And you guys arrive, after traveling for 4 hours, you guys arrive in Goodmead.
I hope they have some good meat here.
So you guys arrive from this direction.
I don't like your chances, bucko.
They're like, oh, someone looks different to me. Get out of here. Hopefully these people are less prejudiced than the people in Dugan's Hole.
As you guys kind of like begin going through that main thoroughfare down towards the center of town, you do catch the looks of a couple of people who mainly smile at you and like acknowledge your existence, and then continue about their day. What did you guys want to do now that you're in Dugan's Hole?
We're
not Dugan's Hole, Goodmead.
We've gone back to Dugan's Hole.
You've walked all. Yeah, that 8 was like you did a figure 8.
Yeah. Dugan's Hole's like Silent Hill. You just can't escape it. Yeah. You just walk into the fog and you come back into Dugan's Hole.
What is this? Barovia?
We're supposed to be hunting down this serial. I have all my notes I have a bunch of notes on my computer. We're supposed to be hunting down a serial killer, aren't we? Yeah, here we go. I got it here. Lynn Trollbane is who we're hunting down, I believe.
No, Hlyn was, I believe, the dwarf
Oh,
that gave
no,
you the information.
Yes, sorry. Hlyn was the one who gave us the information. Torga, Torga Icevein is like a bad person, but Cephik Caltro is the serial killer, I'm pretty sure. So I've got written here, Cephik is a freak of nature, just raw dogging snow.
What?
Sure.
Because he apparently people were like, oh yeah, he doesn't like have any like warm clothes on or anything.
He's just raw
dogs the snow.
He's just raw dog in the snow.
So I think maybe not walk into
Jesus.
town and be like, hello, has anyone seen a man by the name of Cephik Caltro? He's walking around without any clothes on. I think maybe, I don't know. What does everyone else want to do? What does everyone else think is a good
Walk
idea?
into town and ask for a guy with no shirt.
I walk in and ask for a guy without a shirt on.
I'm gonna look for a tavern.
Okay, cool.
Tavern.
Give me a investigation check, please, Thalion.
12.
Cool. As you kind of like watch, watching like kind of where people are going, like as you guys kind of move down this thoroughfare, you don't really find so much as a tavern. You do see in the more southern area, down here, a larger building that has a lot of people coming in and out. And then from a distance, as you kind of watch them, you do see a couple of them with glasses. And then you do spy like some sort of bar on the inside of it. So that's probably your best bet.
All right, I'm gonna head there.
Cool.
Let's go.
You guys head there, and you see a large building. You see it has a large fire-heated space dedicated to bee husbandry and the nurturing of beehives. The droning of bees can be heard throughout the town, though most residents are so accustomed to the buzzing that they seem to pay it no mind. As you kind of like approach this hall, you do see a couple of patrons kind of like sitting idly by, some enjoying food, all that kind of stuff. Well, give me a perception check, two of you.
Not me.
I've noticed that everyone seems to be beekeeping age here.
I'll just
6.
check.
I had 16.
Okay. What was yours? Because I saw you roll anyway.
I had 17.
17's cool. So both Tricking and Thalion, you do notice that everybody seems to not be drinking alcohol, and it seems to be a lot of like water, and they don't seem to be like, a lot of the glasses on the tables seem to be full and not being touched very much. You do see like a central kind of bar area. There is currently a human kind of polishing some stuff, and he just kind of looks a little bit bored. It almost looks like he's twiddling his thumbs almost.
Yeah, me too, brother. Me too.
We got to approach the bar
Yep.
and the bored-looking barkeep.
Yep. He just kind of like gives you a nod, and he's like, how you doing, traveler? You're not from around these parts, I assume? Haven't seen your face here before.
Yes, not originally, but we're just passing through.
Ah, yes.
Tell me about this place.
Welcome to the Mead Hall. It's usually a more exciting place. You see, we use the honey that we make here, the bees make here, to make some very fine mead. You've kind of caught us at a bad time. We're currently out of all of our mead. Our last shipment was stolen by some treacherous marauders. Yeah.
Okay. And whereabouts was this?
Forbid. I don't care about the
Where did
children,
you
but we
hear?
need to save the mead.
Where did you hear this mead was stolen from?
Well, I mean, I know it was stolen. Technically, the one it was stolen from. It was taken by a Verbeeg marauder and then taken off
what?
through the forest. A
A very
Verbeeg.
big marauder.
No, a Verbeeg. You know, like
What is that?
it's almost like a troll.
Oh.
Very tall, lanky. Usually have very elongated noses.
God, why is everything here so big and corn-fed?
I don't quite get what you mean.
Never mind.
We
Why?
drink,
Why is
we,
there?
we do a lot of honey here, so I don't know about
Yeah,
this
it's honey
corn.
fed. Everything's large and honey fed.
Never mind. It was a figure of speech. Why? Why does it seem like everyone's walking out of here with water in their cups?
Well, I mean, it's the only thing that I can offer them. Water and food, but not many people like the water. It's a little bit dirty, if you know what I mean. It comes straight from the Red Rivers. And he kind of points out towards that big icy lake. You see like a small little kid kind of playing in on a patch of the ice, right next to their father, who is like hunched over, fishing in a small ice hole.
Right.
You see, yeah, we used to fish a lot, and the town used to be dependent on knucklehead trout. But when we came here about 4 decades ago and opened this mead hall, it quickly became popular throughout 10 towns, and so we've been depending on this ever since. And I just don't know what we're gonna do without this, without the mead that this marauder has stolen. We're just gonna have to wait, I guess, and hopefully they don't come back and take the next batch.
Well, potentially you might be in luck today.
Well, why is that?
Well, it just so happens me and my traveling companions, we can perhaps investigate this and try and get your mead back.
That
For a price, of course, that will be determined later.
well, okay. I don't overly have much to offer. What kind of reward do you need?
I'm not quite sure just yet. It could be money, it could be information.
All right.
Maybe you just owe me one.
I'm more than happy to owe you one.
Okay. Well, if you can point us in the direction of where your mead was last seen, then we
Well,
can try and track it down from there.
The marauder kind of came in, made a ruckus throughout the town, and headed northwest through the forest.
Bartleby, do we have that map?
Yes.
Could you point it out on the map, sir?
Yeah,
I
it's
point
quite.
to
You point
Based
to
on
it.
his description, I know where he's talking about.
So here.
Does he corroborate? Does he corroborate? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so he kind of pointed out in the northern, northwestern stretch of woods.
Well, I suppose myself and my traveling companions could investigate for you.
That would be very much appreciated.
And one final order of business. What's on the menu?
I have fried knucklehead
Canned wet
trout.
meat?
I do have some canned meat if that is of your particular fancy. It is quite
Bumblebee.
old.
But is it wet?
I mean, I could wet it down for you if you have trouble chewing, old man. But yes, I can.
Thank you.
I can wet it down. And then I have a small selection of, I guess, like salted meats.
Well, what would fried knucklehead trout set one back?
Look, if you're willing to go and find my meat, I could give it to you for nothing. I can get the chef to whip it
Well.
up now.
I think we should have a meal before we head out. A nice hearty meal to fill our bellies.
I definitely think that's a good idea, Barrios. Well, I'll have one of those.
So,
I will have another. I will have one, please.
And I'll have a trout too.
So 3 trout and 1 wet meat.
Thank you.
I will be right back. Please take a table, sit down, and I'll bring it out once it's ready.
Thank
he
you.
kind of goes off to the kitchen, and you hear a little bit of yelling, and a few bang.
Fucking piss out of the fucking table!
He
Where's the trout sauce?
as you guys kind of
Fucking raw.
what are you? A
Canadian
trout
sandwich.
sandwich.
A trout sandwich.
Ew.
Yeah, you hear like clanging and cooking in the kitchen. As you guys kind of like take a small seat in the mead hall, you guys hear that buzzing of bees kind of circulating every once in a while. One kind of like flutters down and kind of appears around your table and then
I'm
quickly
allergic.
flies off. Yeah, roll for allergy.
Roll for allergies. Allergy check.
Draws great sword, slices me down the middle.
It just stays in the air and just yeah, and after a few minutes, as you guys kind of take your seat, the bartender kind of brings over cups, glasses full of the water, like distilled seawater, so it still has that slight tang of salt in it.
I'm gonna cast a small bonfire under mine to try and purify it.
Tiny bonfire. You cast create tiny bonfire on the table, and it begins to bubble the water.
Fantastic.
You now have a glass of hot, slightly salty water.
Oh,
But
salty.
mildly purified, and I'll take that.
It's almost hot Kool-Aid.
Oh. Okay. I'll sip at my water. Like.
Yeah, and it's like it has that tang, that slight tang of the salt water. That they've done their best to get as much of the salt out as possible, but it's still like
How do these people survive and they just drink salt water? Everyone's
Only
gonna
there
be
was a
so
constant supply of
dehydrated.
snow they could boil.
yeah, if
true.
only. If only.
At least they're not all inbred like the people up the road.
That's true,
that
but at
you
least they
know
had
of.
seemingly had clean water, but who knows?
We
Would
don't
you
know
rather
that
drink
tricking.
salt water or
Be in that town? I'd rather drink
Yeah.
salt water. I'd rather eat a bucket of salt than be in that town. Damn.
After a few more minutes, Bartleby's wet meat dish is the first one to come out. It literally looks like he's just upended a can of like gelatinous, like wet meat onto
My favorite.
onto a plate, and it's like slightly like it's still somewhat can shaped, and it's slightly slipped off to one side. And he like presents it to you and gives you your cutlery. He kind of like looks at you with a knife and fork, and then like pulls out a spoon as well, just in case.
I take the spoon.
Yeah.
Bon appetit, as they say.
Yeah, it's a little
Much
bit cold.
appreciated.
As the icy
Oh.
winds kind of hit the gelatinous blob, it just kind of makes it even colder.
I'll be right back.
What are the rest? Well, what are we doing while we're waiting for the food? Anybody want to have conversations?
No, I'm just gonna stare at Bartleby's wet meat while he's somewhat.
Under the table,
Devouring
it's wet meat.
Would you like some?
No, that'll be fine, Bartleby.
Okay,
You do enjoy.
I will.
What was that, Tricky?
I'm gonna be like worried about all the bees as they go past, like snapping my head back as I hear them like zoom around,
Yeah, cool.
like a cat would.
Like a cat would, and
I'd
every
be
once in a
like,
while, jump up at one. Cool. After like a couple more minutes, probably about 5-10 more minutes, you guys are served your knucklehead trout. It is still steaming as it comes out of the kitchen. It kind of fills the air with that like fishy kind of smell that you're somewhat used to if you eat a lot of fish, if your character decides that they want to eat a lot of fish. But yeah, you guys are served your knucklehead trout.
I wish to investigate my trout first before eating it.
Okay, give me an investigation.
I'm just gonna hook
check.
in.
Cool.
14.
14. What exactly are you looking for?
Well, based on my ability to cook, I just want to see if it was cooked well.
Based on like you could definitely do better. but it's cooked to the point that it's edible. Like it's definitely basic, it's literally just like a pan-fried
Piece
fish.
of trout.
Piece of trout. Yeah, it is literally that. It's like on a scale of 1 to 10 in like deliciousness, it's probably sits at around a 6. So it's like nothing to write home about. But
Manageable.
it's like it's edible, and it's not like it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. It seems to be coated in some sort of light sprinkling of spices, very light to the point where you can almost not taste it. But to somebody with your palate, you can like pick out like some of the smaller spices that they use. It's a lot of like salt, pepper, a little bit of like ground leaf, like yeah.
Okay. Well, I will consume
Cool.
this trout.
Sweet. So you
Is the trout good?
It's possible.
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, you just missed all that, but on a scale of 1 to 10, it's about a 6. So it's like
Oh, I
nothing.
mean, look, I've had worse.
Yeah, it's you've had canned wet meat from
Yeah.
from
Is it
Barnaby's.
warm?
Yeah.
Is it warm at least?
Yeah.
It is warm, and it's like it's cooked, so it's like still steaming somewhat when it gets served to you guys. And yeah, you guys dig in and you finish the meal.
What time is it right now?
So it's
After we
probably it's just past midday.
Do we want to head out now, or do we want to kind of bum around town until tomorrow? Because I kind of don't want to be stuck in the woods at night. Don't know.
I mean,
Depends
we could
how
go
long it's going
out.
to take.
Won't take too long to get to the tree line.
Well, we don't know
Let's go
how
now.
far past the tree line they are.
Well, we can at least investigate.
Yeah.
We don't need to.
Actually, go
Rush
out and
into
set out
anything.
after them. Yeah.
Cool.
I think if we wait, the trail may go cold.
Mm.
More cold than it already is.
Did they say how long ago? Did he say how long ago this happened? They stole their shipment.
He didn't, but asking, you kind of find out that it's recent, like within the last couple of days. Like it was probably about
Okay.
a day, 2 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yes, with a full belly.
Cool.
Mm.
You guys head out to the tree line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get after it.
Cool. You guys easily make your way to the edge of that tree line. Kind of as you walk past, the townsfolk give you like nods of acknowledgement. Some kids kind of come up and run around tricking, and like try and touch without touching, because he's like covered in fur. Same thing can kind of be said for Barrius, except like his red, almost scaled skin. Would you say you have?
Yeah, like scaly in some parts,
Yeah.
like shoulders, elbows, knees.
Yeah. You're yeah, so to some kids, as you guys walk past, they kind of just like look at you guys with awe, and then some others are like want to pet tricking because he looks like a cat and like all that kind of stuff.
When they try to pat me because I look like a cat, I'm gonna pull back my cloak, revealing my dagger, and
And-
just give them the like.
Yeah, instantly
Yeah,
they're
make my
scared
head.
off, and they just run off. Some of them run off crying to their parents.
I'm gonna, when the kids come up to me, I'm gonna use like cast minor illusion to make like little
Fireworks. yeah.
fireworks and stuff
Tricking.
in my hands.
Why nice.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes at you.
So you guys make your way to the edge of the tree line. Yeah, you guys see a vast forest kind of opening up in front of you. It's then when you guys begin to see a figure in cold weather clothing, lurching out of the woods into plain view, running as fast as he can through the deep snow.
Bigfoot?
Slung over
Is
his
he like-
back are a pair. Yeah, it's a Bigfoot.
He's doing the Bigfoot pose.
It's a Sasquatch. Slung over his back are a pair of animal traps, one of which appears to contain a panicked fox. He kind of like he's running in your direction, like full sprint. He looks human. He's about human size, probably about 5'11".
I'm going to stick a palm out to like catch his chest as he tries to run past, like as in to
Right there,
basically
criminal
just
stop.
stop him.
Cool. He kind of like stops and he's like, "What do you want?"
What are you running from?
Oh, I was out in the woods checking me traps and it's fucked. It's big blood scene back there.
How far back there?
Oh, it's off that way. Probably about, I don't know, an hour. Out near the outskirts of me trapping grounds.
I need specifics, sir.
Oh my
It
god, that was so funny.
It looks like it was like 5 of the Goodmead's militia. I'm just kind of like dead and blood everywhere.
Oh shit.
Yes,
Alright.
tricking.
While this conversation's happening, can I try and pick the lock on the cage that has a fox in it without him noticing?
Sure. Give me a stealth check and then a sleight of hand check.
This is gonna go poorly. Alrighty, that was an 18 for stealth,
Cool.
and my sleight of hand,
Yep. Sleight of hand.
that was a 19.
Cool.
That went
let
terribly
me
well.
Just roll
That went
some-
terribly well.
terribly what? Cool. He does not notice you like to kind of slink out of view, and you manage to like pick the lock or begin picking the lock as this conversation unfolds. He just kind of like takes a few seconds to take a breath, and he's like, what are you lot doing here anyway?
Well, we were looking for those men.
Well, I mean, they're
Anyway.
way off that way. I came running back to alert the town. It's just fucked.
Yeah,
Don't
he's
worry about
fucked.
alerting the town. We will take care of it.
I mean, he probably should also alert the town.
All right,
We will
well,
alert the town.
my name's Fef Morin. Well,
All right.
What was that again? Sorry.
Fef
Fef?
Morin. FEF MORYN.
Moryn.
I'm
Trapper.
kind of one of the trappers and the scouts around here. I normally help out the militia as well, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that for any time soon.
Oh well,
No.
I feel like that's a valid response. Well,
Don't worry, Fef. We'll look after it.
All right. Well, if you, I'll give you. He kind of like points out direction. You see like a small little foot trail in the snow, from which Fef came from, and he kind of points you in that direction. He's like, "But I'm getting out of here," and he just kind of runs off. As he runs off, you guys see Tricking standing there, holding a small little fox. It's like
He's
it's
just
an
like,
Arctic fox, so it's very
ignoring
white.
his face.
No, and it looks very docile. Like you're holding it like a pet, and it's just like
baby.
it just like seems to just like its cackles are up a little bit, but it's like it seems to just let you hold it. It's very docile.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna pull like a small piece of like some kind of jerky ration that I probably have, and just hold it up to the fox.
And it just kind of like takes a sniff. Make me an animal handling check.
6.
6. It does not bite. It does not take the food. It kind of recoils a little bit, being held kind of somewhat tightly by Tricking.
Okay. Well, I
If
pop the
I-
piece in my mouth, and then I turn to Tricking and I say, "Was that entirely necessary?"
I'm gonna say, yeah, you strap this poor small animal, and I'm just gonna like pat it on the head, and I'll put it down and let it go.
Cool. It kind of like flops into the snow, and you see it kind of like run around you guys a couple of times, and then kind of disappears into the woods.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Anyway,
Not much, but it's honest work.
Cool.
All right, shall we forge onwards?
Cool. So you guys continue following Fef Morin's trail. Can somebody thank that new follower, please? I can't see the name.
I didn't see it. Oh wait, thank you, Buster Owner,
I
Buster
feel like that's
Owner.
Boosa owner, like
Booster Owner.
Hayabusa, perhaps.
What's that?
It's a motorbike.
A motorbike.
It's also like Japanese armor, I think. Hayabusa armor is like.
There you go. You were right. I was wrong.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the for the follow. We very much appreciate it. Yeah. So as you guys kind of you guys begin following this wood path, this path in the woods. You guys want to have any conversations, plan anything as you guys walk?
No, I don't.
Not
I
really.
want to be flying slightly above the ground so my feet don't get cold.
Cool.
Bartleby, surely you have some stories that you could share with us.
Four scorns.
Bartleby's like, yeah, I do, and it just doesn't elaborate. Like, yeah, I do have some stories I can share with you.
I've gained a story in my time.
And care to share one?
But, yeah. I can't remember them.
Ah, that's totally fine. I just wanted to hear you speak, really.
To make sure you're still alive.
Thank you.
Yes. Sign of life. Tick.
Cool. So as you guys kind of move through this path in the woods, amid the snow-covered pines, you discover the remains of 5 militia members. Let me give you the image.
Carnage in the woods.
You look like they look like they were
Damn.
clubbed to death. New fallen snow has kind of already begun to settle on their corpses.
Well, Pfeff wasn't wrong. They're fucked.
Yeah. It's fucked.
That's fuck.
God's fucked.
Yes. Darius?
After kind of feeling his stomach turn, and the fried knuckle-headed trout kind of rising in his stomach a little bit before he kind of steals himself and kind of forces it back down and tries to put the images of these dead men's faces out of his mind. Can he investigate to try and see how recent this is?
Yeah. Make an investigation check. While we're doing that, tricking.
I would like to investigate them for valuables and also see if there's any weapons left around.
Okay, cool.
Please
Give
do.
me an investigation check as well. What did you get, Barry's?
15.
15.
While Barrius is looking, I'm gonna go. I'm pretty sure they're dead, Barrius.
I got a 16 for my investigation check.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you, Uncle Bart. Thank you. I think so as well. I think I've come to the conclusion that these people are indeed
Deceased.
dead.
They are
They
no
are
longer
dead.
living.
There are no signs of life in this
Not
area
seen-
apart from us.
Not seen many dead people before, Barrius.
No, not many. Just very new for me.
Don't worry, that feeling will pass.
I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse.
So as
I hope I don't
you
have to see. I hope I don't have to see many more dead people.
well, I can arrange.
Oh
that.
my sweet summer child.
That's exactly Thalian's face to you right
Yeah,
now.
he's like-
Oh, sweet summer child.
Yeah, so as you guys are kind of checking out the area, checking out the bodies, it looks somewhat recent. So maybe within the last maybe 3 or 4 hours.
Right, for that reason. So the blood is basically still
Like
wet.
it's still wet. It's kind of congealed a little bit on the layer of snow that it was splattered on. As you kind of look at the bodies, they are like parts of them are crushed in, their heads being somewhat flattened. It looks like there was quite some sort of battle of some description here. You do make out tracks, large tracks, in the snow that are heading away from this direction. You do also, yeah, that's
There was
about
no battle
that's about
here.
what happens.
It was a slaughter.
All right, Lord of the Rings.
Did I find anything of value or any weapons?
So there's a lot of broken weaponry around. So there's a few broken, shattered swords. A couple of pitchforks that have had their like the stick portion of it like snapped and broken. There's a number of the only really things that would be salvageable would be like the clothing on some of the. Can somebody thank that person? Because I don't.
Thank
see
you,
it anymore.
Stabby Joe and Co.
Oh, thank you,
for
Stabby Joe and
subscribing
Co.
for
for the
19
sub.
months.
19 months. Thank
Nerd.
you so much.
Welcome to the club, the 19-month club. Feels good.
Yeah, so you kind of the only things that would be salvageable would be like some of their clothing, so like winter clothing, like some of the furs, and you do manage to pick out maybe like 3 gold pieces, 2 silver pieces, and about 5 copper pieces from some of their pockets. It seems to be like the remnants of what
gold.
just they had them on there, on themselves.
2 silver and 5 copper.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, the clothing is really the only thing that's salvageable. Yes, Bartleby?
Given the wounds and the tracks and my tracking capabilities, I would like to try and figure out what did it.
Cool. Give me a survival check.
Bartleby's turning on detective mode.
25.
Damn.
25. You know these to belonging to a large giant.
Well, this is not good.
The wounds of which these people seem to have sustained are very indicative of a large club. Yeah. Barrios?
Barrios, after seeing, like, kind of inspecting this body, like some of these bodies close up and stuff like that, he's not gonna be able to keep his food down, and he's going to go off into the woods and just start heaving, like full body retching.
Cool.
Hand on the tree, like.
Yeah, as you do that, you do catch sight of that fox. It seems to have been following you. It kind of like jumps out of the way, startled, and just kind of like darts off into a nearby patch of trees. As you
I'm
begin
feeding the foxes.
dry retching, but a fox seems to be following you. Whether it's the
Okay.
same fox or not, you have no idea, but you will. I'm sure you'll.
Well,
see it
once
again.
I finished bringing up my lunch, then I will return to the party and say, "Oh, I think there's a fox following us. I'm not sure if it's the exact same one, but I caught a brief glimpse of it before I."
I'd say the giant that killed these guys is probably more important than the fox Barrios.
Well, yes, but I thought it was a bit curious, but so I thought I'd share. But wait, sorry, did you say giant?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Barry's he's just finished throwing up. He's like, oh.
You're starting to feel
Stomach
queasy.
starts
Yeah.
getting, his stomach starts turning again. He's like, oh.
What would the giant want with mead?
Get drunk.
Mm.
Maybe a giant party.
Giant party, like a big party, or a giant party
or a party
specifically
for giants.
Party for giants.
Well, you can see the giant has already gone club.
A giant.
Put
Cool.
sunglasses on.
Yeah. The NCIS Miami song starts
Yeah.
playing.
That's 2 different shows. I think you're thinking about
is it?
CSI Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So what are you guys doing?
I want to investigate and see if there's like a trail that leads us anywhere.
Yeah, so
There
there
was
is
footsteps in
there
the
is
snow,
like
yeah.
footsteps
Was?
in the
Okay.
snow heading off in a direction.
All right. Well, I think we should follow these footsteps carefully.
Maybe with a bit more tact than the last time.
Well, considering I'm a walking wind chime,
You stand at the back.
yes. Maybe tricking should lead us out.
Yeah, I'll do that. I will start following the tracks. I'll get my bow out though and have an arrow knocked.
I'll stand like 5 feet behind Tricking, just because I don't trust his tracking capabilities.
Okay.
I am going to stay close to Valiant.
Almost
hang
hugging
back
him.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm gonna stand back about 20 feet from the front too.
Do I have to
Cool.
roll anything to?
Yeah.
tracking?
Give me a survival check.
I'm gonna do one as well.
Boy. At a 14.
Cool.
Same.
Cool. So luckily these tracks are quite easily to follow. Quite easy to follow. They are like literally giant tracks in the snow. So it has displaced quite a lot of snow. As you guys kind of like trudge through the snow following the tracks, tricking, you feel the impact of a small snowball hit you from behind in the head. You take a second to look around and see no one other than your party in sight. A second later, a small creature pops out of the thick snow and hurls another one, this time at Bartleby. It seems to
I'ma dodge
caper
it.
on top of the snow now that it kind of has your attention. You see this tiny humanoid figure, no taller than a halfling's hand. So, like, I'm talking real tiny. Its smooth, black skin glistens faintly in the cold light. And a mask-like white face stares back at you with an expression of innocent curiosity. Draped in a small cloak made of leaves and twigs, it moves with like an otherworldly grace, barely disturbing the snow beneath its feet. Despite its small size, there's kind of an air of quiet wisdom and harmony with this mysterious creature. It just kind of like walks up to you and tilts its head slightly.
What do you want? Good.
The Animal Crossing character.
That's what I based the voice off.
Yeah. Well, you did it pretty spot on.
I'm gonna squat down in the snow and like put my hand out in front of it to see if it wants to like get on my hand.
It kind of like looks at your hand, creating like somewhat of a noise. That's when that fox kind of jumps out of the snow and kind of heads off between you and that creature, kind of hissing at that small creature. The small creature kind of tilts its head slightly, digs into like a small little waste bag made of leaves. It kind of digs into that and pulls out this small little piece of what looks to be knucklehead trout. A frozen berry. Small little like red colored berry, and he kind of like hands it off to the fox. The fox takes a few sniffs and just like completely gobbles it. The small creature then just kind of like walks up and starts petting the fox from the side for a few seconds before like heaving itself onto the fox, and it is now like sitting upon the fox.
Oh, that's so funny.
It just kind of looks at you, tricking, and goes,
The hell do I do with that?
Have I caught up to them at this point?
yeah, you see this scene unfolding. Being 20 feet behind, you're not really that far behind to the point where you can't see this. Like, you pretty much saw the whole thing play out. Yes?
Does anyone understand
Darius?
what's going on here?
Would I have any idea of what this thing is in my...
Give me an Arcana
Reese-
check.
Lucky I'm proficient. 14.
14, yes. So this is a creature that's very much originates from the Fae. It is called a Chwinger. It is a small little spirit, small little creature. They just kind of wander from place to place.
I would like to approach it slowly
It just
and
kind
say,
of tilts its head and kind of hoists itself off the fox, running its hand down its back, being slightly smaller than the fox. It like just kind of looks like a person and their horse. In comparison to size.
I would like to like bend down and say, I think I've read about you. Are you Twinger? I know that you probably don't speak the same language as us.
He begins fishing into that pouch again.
I'm gonna put my hand out.
He pulls out a small little berry and puts it in your
Mhm.
hand. It's like a tiny little, almost, yeah, it's like tiny, but to him,
I'm
it's
going to
almost
eat.
his whole hand.
I'm going to eat the berry.
Cool. It's
Nothing. It's
like
just a
nothing.
berry.
It's just a berry. He then like
Okay.
trudges up to where Tricking is, and begins fishing into his pouch again. And he pulls out a small little wooden object, and he goes to like hold it up in your direction.
Can I like reach down and gently take it?
Cool. You take it. As you take it, you see this small little wooden charm that looks like it has like it's almost like a circle of all these different animals engraved in around the ring. It's almost coin size, and it has like a loop at the top for like a necklace braid. He kind of, as he hands it off, he kind of like touches you on the finger, and somehow you get the idea that this is what's called a charm of animal conjuring.
Animal conjuring.
Conjuring, yeah.
Damn.
Hectic. I will add that to my inventory.
Yeah. He then kind of walks back to the fox, feeds it another berry, jumps on, and then just kind of goes and nods his head, and then turns around on the fox, and they kind of gallop off together into the woods. So you guys are kind of like,
Curious.
yeah, standing there in stunned silence.
What the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Where would I find that in items?
You should be able to add it in. It's called a charm of animal conjuring.
Did everyone just lose audio or just me?
No,
No.
I think that was just you.
No one was speaking.
I don't think anyone was speaking here.
Cool. You guys continue
Find it in
following.
items.
You guys
you probably
continue
have
following
to-
on the path.
Is it is it a custom item?
No, it should just be a normal charm. I'll add it in
Okay.
a sec. While as you guys head, we might take our first break for the night. So please bear with us for a few minutes. Please get up, stretch your legs, get something to eat, get something to drink, do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, and we will be back very soon. Welcome on back, everybody. Welcome back to Rime of the Frostmaiden, session number 3. The guys are currently, they see the carnage in the woods and are currently following the tracks of some sort of giant creature. Yeah, so you guys...
Giant creature, you say?
You guys begin heading down the track, not knowing how long this track takes and how long it'll take to get to your destination. You guys continue following these large tracks with the help of Bartleby and Tricking. It takes about 8 hours for you guys to finally get to what looks like the end of these tracks. What you see is the trail culminates at a rocky hillside with pines growing around its base. Set into the hill are 3 caves. The frozen creek from there. The frozen creek emerges from the west cave, which has a low-hanging mouth. The center cave, an 8-foot high passage hewn from the rocks, is moderately blocked by a tight stand of conifers, and 2 massive fallen logs. The northeast cave has a big yawning mouth and flickers of light emanate from within. The tracks of your quarry head through this entrance. So the entrance on the northeast. I am going to give you guys a visual.
Thank you. I was about to ask for that.
Bear in mind that those that do not have dark vision, you are having to rely on your friends for sight.
Who doesn't have dark vision?
Tricking.
Get right.
Does everyone else?
Yep. Which is a travesty that a cat person doesn't have night
Yeah,
vision.
literally. Oh, literally, what the fuck? Thalion, what race is your character?
Half.
Superior.
Yes.
Superior.
Master.
Wow.
Alright. Let me write this down. So the cave.
I have 60 feet of dark vision.
Yeah.
If that was your real question.
No, I was wondering which race your character was. Half elf?
Yeah, half. High half. Elf.
High. Yeah, right.
Yeah, what did you guys want to do?
So which one? One was like blocked.
I'll give you the
said.
description. I'll give you the description again
Yeah.
because I kind of fuddled my way through that. A frozen creek emerges from the west cave, which has a low-hanging mouth.
Right.
So
What does that mean?
that is this
Oh,
one.
like as in like the mouth. The
Yeah,
mouth.
the mouth of the cave is low-hanging. So
Yeah,
it's
right.
this cave.
Yeah, sure.
Then the center cave is an 8-foot high passage hewn from the rock. It is moderately blocked by a tight stand of conifers.
Conifers.
Yeah, and 2 massive fallen logs. So that's this
But wait,
cave.
it's blocked.
Is somewhat blocked, moderately blocked. So
okay.
like you can still
Okay.
shuffle your way around it.
Okay.
And then the northeast cave,
Which is this one.
which is this one, has a big yawning mouth, so like a large opening, and flickers of light emanate from within. The tracks of your quarry, so the tracks that you guys have been following, head through that entrance.
Okay.
Well,
It might be prudent to not go that way. We might be able to find a way around. Or if someone wants to scout ahead. And
I'm feeling a repeat of last time.
Yeah.
Somebody
well,
wants to pick
yeah.
a.
Well, the only thing is, the issue is I'd be like, Tricking, go scout ahead, but Tricking doesn't have dark vision, so Tricking's like,
Yeah.
fuck. You know what I was gonna do this before we fucking left? I was gonna cast Find Familiar, and I forgot. Fuck. Okay.
Yikes.
Like
You
a
can cast
dingus.
it now if you'd like.
Well, it's gonna take me
What a
fucking.
big dingus.
An hour.
It's gonna take me an hour. At
Guys,
least.
hold on. Give me an hour, I'll be good.
Give me an hour. Can we camp out for an hour? I just need to fucking cast Find Familiar real quick.
Hey,
Alright,
you have time. It's 8 hours since about midday, so it's approaching midnight.
Yeah, but we'll lose the tracks and shit.
Yeah, true. We don't know if they end here. They could just be going through here. I think we go up through the middle one, sneaky beaky like. What's your how stealthy are you, Bartleby?
I can be stealthy if I need to.
Okay, I think Bartleby. It might be a good idea to like kind of see what we can see from this one. Like, see we like kind of poke our head around the corner and pop in, and then it might be a good idea to head up through this middle one.
I can head in and have a bit of a look because I have 60 feet of dark vision anyway.
Yeah.
Cool. So I believe Bartleby's moving up through the center one.
No,
the one on the
through
right.
This one,
One
the
on the right.
northeast.
Cool.
Yeah.
If you'd like
The
to
northwest.
give me a stealth check and then move as far as you'd like to move.
That's pretty good. 13.
13. Cool.
And then
13.
I'll go to there and see if I can see anything.
Cool. So you see the cave kind of continue in that northeasterly kind of direction, and then it kind of seems to curve up and around, creating almost like a U-bend in the cave. You do begin to see more and more of the flickers moving
Push
up
it,
that
push it
way.
a little bit further.
Cool. What did you say stealth was?
13.
13, cool. You kind of push a little bit further, and you begin to see more of those flickers. It comes up and around, and then goes into what looks to be a larger chamber up in this general direction. You do begin making out the shuffling of animals in that chamber. You do see
but no peoples.
you do see an animal, what looks to be a spacious animal pen.
Alright, I'm going to point my finger to Bartleby and cast message and be like, Uncle Bart, what do you see?
There appears to be a pen with goats in the cave.
I'm going to cast it again and say, do you see where the tracks lead?
Do I?
So the tracks in the snow lead all the way into this room and then disappear on the hard stone in that room.
They definitely went in this way, but it stops where the snow does.
And I cast it again. Maybe we take the middle path now.
Okie dokie. And I'll waddle my way back out.
Cool. And then begin moving in that center path. Is Bartleby going
Yeah, if that's where the party would like investigated.
We'll also head into this center path.
Okay, give me a stealth check, please, Barrius.
Not bad for a +0 stealth. 15.
Cool.
It's better than mine.
So you begin heading into this central chamber. It is very much square cut walls. So it looks like it was dug into this cave.
It was dug.
It was dug.
Damn
It's
you,
not.
Doug.
First Dugan, now Doug.
Yeah, this is
damn it.
Doug's hole.
Yeah.
As you kind of like move up into that central chamber, you see, let me just get my notes, this 8 foot high, 5 foot wide passage has a dozen burial niches carved into its walls.
Ooh,
It kind of
I see why.
ends. You see as you kind of approach the end of that room, you see there is like a semicircular kind of chamber that goes two ways. To the left, you see a flickering torch sitting on the floor.
Ooh. I'm gonna point behind me and say, Uncle Bart, could you please come here? It's a bit scary.
What is it, Barius?
I'm gonna point behind me again and say, there's a torch on the floor.
Interesting. And I'll sneak a little bit further in, see if I can see anything.
Okay.
I'm just doing the same. We're like Scooby-Doo style, like
Yeah.
poking our heads around the corner.
Okay, so what you see is a very tall, giant, like lanky figure, currently sitting up, cross-legged in the tunnel. The lit torch on the floor nearby.
Wait,
he
where? I can't see him on the
seems
map. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Okay, yeah.
Um,
Interesting.
you can, as you guys kind of approach that area, you guys hear like the small scrapings of stone, kind of like a like almost kind of noise. As you guys kind of see him, you see him kind of sharpening something.
Okay, fuck. Okay. I'm going to point at Uncle Bart right next to me, and I'm going to cast message, and I'm going to say, I think we should get the rest of the party.
And I just turn around and start walking away.
Yeah, me too.
Before I leave, I would like to cast Hunter's Mark on him. Real
Okay.
sneaky like.
I'll be right back real quick.
Hunter's Mark.
All sneaky beaky like.
Yes. It just gives me extra attacky bits when the time comes.
Cool. Sweet. So you rejoin the rest of the group. Bear in mind, in order to mark something with Hunter's Mark, it is a verbal spell.
Is it?
Yep. So you definitely can do it. You can try and do it under your breath.
Ah, no, I won't worry.
Okay, cool.
That's fine.
Yeah, you rejoin the group, and I'm assuming filled the group in with what they see, what you saw.
Found him.
Found him.
What is him doing?
He's sharpening a stick,
Something.
a bone. We don't know, but he's in there and he doesn't look friendly.
Did
you see the mead?
yeah. No.
No, mostly goats.
Mm.
No mead, only goats.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could sneak up on it. Try.
I mean, we could.
Not me personally,
I was
because
going to say, I feel like, the second, you were to walk in, the element of surprise is kind of lost.
I am the element of surprise.
We should probably also ensure there are not more than one.
Yeah, we.
Bear in mind too,
Yep.
tricking is literally in the dark. He's
Yeah.
having to hold on to one of you in order to know where you guys are moving.
Okay. Well, do we want to just kind of like jump him? Do you want to just jump his ass? Wait. I could be onto something.
Jump in
I
his
wonder how-
ass.
Jump in
wonder
his
how much-
ass!
I wonder how
Ant-Man
much.
style.
Yeah, I wonder how much HP he has.
I
'Cause
would
have
know
s-
that.
I have sleep.
Pretty sure I would know that.
Give me a history check, Bartleby.
Seven.
7. You're not quite sure. You know that they're like not trolls. Verbeegs are somewhat hearty, knowing that they are descendant of giants.
I'm trying to think, what's the average of 5d8? Because usually you do the one up from half, so 3 times 8, which is 24. Do you reckon he has more than 24 HP?
I reckon.
Okay. Because I was going to cast Sleep. And try and put him to sleep, but I don't think that's going to work. Well...
So what's the plan?
I don't know.
I would like to suggest that if we're going to just go in and jump them, we should go in via the room full of goats.
Yeah,
Because
that's what I
there's
was thinking as
already
well.
going to be a noise and it's already lit up.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I reckon we start
When you
moving
say
that way.
jump them, you mean the one giant, right? You don't mean multiple giants.
Well,
Well,
we
As
well,
far
it's
as we
not-
know, it's one.
yeah, we don't know for sure.
I can't see shit from back here.
Yeah.
No one's told me.
Who said that?
Oh,
Cool.
What was
So you
that?
guys begin moving into that right
yeah.
room. Cool.
Yeah.
Tricking, following one of the guys. I'll just move your token for you, because then
Just holding onto one of their cloaks.
you
I'm
begin to
very
see
much
light.
Tricking's like, my eyes, I'm blinded.
As you guys kind of move closer and closer into this room, what you see is a bonfire in the middle of this cave. Keeps it lit and relatively warm. The scent of roasting meat fills the air as a hunk of meat on a spit drips juices into the fire. Goats and sheep are held in a spacious animal pen enclosed by a crude wooden fence. Other features of the cave include a wooden cart with a broken wheel, 2 old crates, and 2 barrels. I will also need Thalion and Tricking to do stealth checks, please.
Oh boy, here we go. That's
Hoping
a
for-
24.
Nice.
It is a 10.
Cool.
Not bad. Not bad.
The
I had-
video's fine.
I do. That was a disadvantage.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna, I guess... What? Is that like a broken cart?
Yeah.
Do I...
You don't see you don't see anything else living in this room except for the goats and sheep.
Okay. Do I see, like, anything that is like the meat?
Like, those that are in this room can also see off diagonally across. You see that Verbeeg currently, like, sitting cross-legged sharpening that thing. You now also make out there is a spear resting up against the rock next to him. But he has not noticed your movement through this place. So
Among the wreckages in this room,
yeah.
do I see, like, any mead containers or anything like that?
So you do see 2 large barrels.
Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't know what's in them.
You wouldn't know without approaching, so you could approach them and have a look if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna run through.
Cool. So
a look.
as you kind of approach them, they are half filled with salt and pepper.
Oh, the fuck! Who's going into the goat pen?
Nope.
Who's gonna go live with the goats? Okay. Well, I guess we've kind of made it through the room. I guess I'll have a look up here, see what the go is up here.
Okay. You do see stop moving your tokens around, Jesus. Maybe I shouldn't give you sole control. Maybe I'll just do this. Haha. As you kind of move into that northern chamber, it kind of snakes up and around, and you begin to hear like a very deep, like, vibration, almost noise.
snoring?
Possibly.
I'm gonna sneak further up. I want to sneak further up.
Okay.
Can you unpause
cool.
it so I can move my token?
Thalion, as you kind of approach that side, you see a open chamber in the north, and you see to your east another wrapping around what seems to be an entrance to this cave. It seems to go outside. As you kind of take a few steps up, Barrios, you begin to hear that heavy snore. It comes from a fat, battle-scarred ogre sitting with its back against the west wall, its chin on its chest. A thin stream of drool trails from its mouth into its blood-stained leather loincloth. On the floor,
I'm just gonna
at its feet, is a bloodied great club with tufts of hair and bits of metal stuck to it.
This is what Barrios does. He goes. And walks back around the corner. He's like, okay, I ain't touching that with a 20-foot pole.
You do also see suspended from the ceiling of this chamber by a series of ropes and pulleys are 6 baskets. Clustered near the south wall are 3 wooden casks. There is a drinking mug made of a cut-off section of a horn with an antler handled, handle added, upright and centered on that.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go in there to fucking get the mead.
I would like to make a suggestion that we surround this first dude, because we can get to him from 2 ways.
Yeah.
Fuck him up real quick, and then go deal with the ogre.
We have to do it very quietly, though, because this ogre's gonna fucking pop off.
I reckon if all 4 of us hit hard, he'll go down pretty quick.
True.
Because the ogre's definitely not going to go down quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I like that plan.
Okay.
Okay, so who's
going from which? Who's going from which angle?
I can sneak back around because I can see, and I've already been in there.
I was gonna say I can do the same because I'll.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
can
live
do the
in
same.
this. We already know where it is.
Tricking, you hold on to my cloak.
Wait,
He
where are
can
you going?
see. He's in light.
No, where? Oh. Okay. I'll come around. Oh. To here. Oh, shit. Alright. Yeah, so we're up here, and then they're over there.
Cool.
And then we all prepare actions and fuck him up.
I'm going to... Okay.
Get your message ready.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna send the message as soon as it's ready to go. Would you say that... Is he sitting? What is he doing?
So he is sitting cross-legged.
So he would have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
It'd be a surprise attack as well, I'm pretty sure.
No, well, do you... Let me check. I would consider, for the sake of battle calculation, I would consider him prone.
So...
He's not actually
fails.
prone, but I would consider him prone. So whatever that does...
He automatically fails Dex.
There you go. Yeah. So I would consider him.
Here I come.
As long as like he is surprised, I would consider him prone.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna send a message. Ping. I'm gonna point to Thalion and say, on our mark, I will send you another message when we are good to go, when we are ready to go. And once you receive that message, attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not that I want to poke a hole in your
2 spells
thing.
at once.
Yes, 2 spells at once.
You would technically have to cut this
true.
message and then...
Oh, okay, they're fine. I send the message and I say, scratch that. When
In
you
5.
see the spear that is resting up against him fly towards him, that's when you attack.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Just fuck.
Okay.
Where's the? Can I just put my thing here so I can see
Yeah, that's
where's
fine.
the spear? Is it like here?
There. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And would you say that the spear is less than 5 pounds? 1 to 5 pounds?
Look, for the sake of this, yes. I wouldn't
Okay,
know
cool.
the exact poundage of a spear, but let's
Well, you
say
should.
yes.
As a DM.
As
you
a
should know
DM,
the
I've got to
exact-
know
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Sorry,
You should do your
Merculpa.
research. All right. I'm gonna send a message to Bartleby and say, "Are you ready to go? Are you ready?" All right. Oh,
Yes,
yes,
Tricky?
Tricky's got a question.
Has anyone relayed any of this information to me, or am I just standing
I'm
there holding
assuming
the phone
Thalian's
close?
like,
Yeah, we all had the conversation while we were in the room.
Yeah. So you guys know the plan, and Thalion. Any
Mm.
message that I'm just making the assumption that Thalion is giving, tricking the updated information
the cliff
from
notes.
the cliff notes from what Barrius is sending him.
Alright, sweet. So
Alright.
I'm just starting there, like, with my bow ready and drawn.
Cool.
All right. I am going to cast catapult on the spear and fling it towards this dude.
Cool. Awesome. So he automatically fails the dex.
That is.
If you want to
3d
start rolling your damage, and then tell me what is the next person doing? Bartleby, because you're next alphabetically. Longbow. Cool.
That
Fire to hit.
sucked. Only 7 damage.
So
seven
7 points
damage.
of damage. Cool.
Yeah.
16 to hit.
Hold on one sec. Hits. As the spear kind of like flies up and like
Awful.
sticks into him, into his side, he's like, "Ugh!" And then like he kind of like he's still surprised considering, but he's like looking at the direction of the spear and seeing Thalion like charge at him with a fucking greatsword in his hand.
4 damage.
4 damage. Cool.
Terrible.
Sweet. Thalion.
So I'm gonna swing with my greatsword and divine smite.
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead. So swing your greatsword.
7 to hit.
You swing and like he just manages to twinge slightly that you impact the stone in front of him and miss. Tricking?
I'm gonna attack with my short bow. Would I also get sneak attack?
You would because Thalion ran up.
Yeah.
He's now
Let's
within
go,
5 feet.
son.
Yep, that missed. Not one.
You would have advantage. Oh, all of you would have advantage. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, mine still hit. It was just terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Thalion, roll again as well because it is a surprise. So he is caught unawares. Sorry, I completely
Alright.
forgot.
Well, the other roll was 21 to hit.
So that hits.
Okay, so that's 7 plus an extra 2d8, which is another 7, so 14 damage.
14. Cool. Awesome. And now tricking.
The next one was a dirty 24.
Yeah. So hits. And you get your sneak attack on that.
Yep, and that was 8 points of damage.
Total.
Yep.
Cool. He kind of goes, "Ah, ah," and then gets up, pulls the spear out of his side, and is now ready for a fight. So we are going to go into initiative.
Okay.
Bum, 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 bum.
So I will get Bartleby's initiative, please.
13.
13. Barrius.
17.
Thalion.
15.
Tricking.
6.
6.
6.
Rough. Hey, look,
Got
they
it.
can't all be winners.
Twice, and it happened all at once.
Oh, that's alright. Happens to the best of us.
Okay. Let's begin combat. So to bring us first, Barrius, you are up.
Oh fuck! How much damage was done to him? So I did 7. You did 4.
I did 14.
7. So that's 21, 20,
I did 8 points
Five.
of damage.
and you did 8 points of damage. 33. Do you reckon if I cast sleep, it'll work?
I mean, he's got to have lost a pretty decent chunk of his health.
Yeah.
Just gonna put this man to sleep and we'll just take turns stabbing him while he's down.
Well, so,
I mean, he wakes up again.
yeah. Once you deal damage to him, he wakes up again. Is it worth? Is it even worth casting sleep?
No.
Okay. I am gonna cast. I will cast. Oh fuck. I'm just gonna cast Magic Missile.
Cool.
Hit him with all 3 darts.
Go ahead.
So first one deals 5 points of force damage.
Yep.
Second one deals 2 points of force damage.
Yep.
But that's still better than my fucking catapult roll. And last one does another 2 points of force damage.
Awesome. Now, sweet. And now, what do we? Any movement? Anything else?
I'm just gonna take a couple steps back here.
Cool. And then you end your turn.
Yeah.
Cool. It is the Verbeeg's turn.
No!
Who is pulling the spear out of his side. He's going to make a multi-attack against Thalion.
A multi-attack?
A multi-attack, yeah. He gets 2 attacks. First one is going to be not great, a 12.
Nope.
Next one is going to be a 18 to hit.
It's
Hits? Cool. He deals 13 points of piercing damage as he like spits the spear straight in between a particular spot in your armor, and you just go, "Ugh!" and you feel the blood beginning to pour into your armor. And that ends his turn. Thalion, you are up.
Yep. So I'm going to swing at him with a great sword and with a divine smite.
Go ahead.
22 to hit.
Hits.
So that is 13 damage plus 2d8
Cool.
is another 7, so that's 20 damage.
Cool. He's starting to look fairly beat up. With these like
You'd fucking
explosions
hope
of
so.
explosions of divine energy and Thalion's blade making impacts. You begin to see like blood pouring out of that spear wound. He's starting to look fairly hurt. Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I'll end my turn.
Cool. That brings us to Bartleby.
Fuck yeah.
Hit his ass.
I'm gonna sling the bow back over my back and just fucking bum rush him. And do
Wait.
2 weapon fighting.
Cast. I was gonna say cast Hunter's Mark.
Yeah,
Actually.
I wanted to, but I'd rather just fucking damage him.
Yeah, that's fair.
So running up, I'll continue the trend of spear in the gut first.
Yep.
That's a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Get out of the way. Fuck my life. 1 damage.
Cool. You kind of like impact like a thick bit of material and it pokes in, but he just kind of like snarls at you.
Get poked,
If-
idiot.
If that 1 damage killed him, he's
fuck
like,
my
"Oh."
life, bro. 5 to hit on the hand axe.
You swing the hand axe and he just kind of like pushes your hand out of the way and you like swing back and miss.
And then because that went horribly, I'm gonna bonus action Zephyr Strike and get the fuck out of there.
Cool. And that
Yeah, nothing. You can't do shit.
Cool. And that ends your turn?
Yep.
Cool. That brings us to tricking. You're up.
I'm going to use my short bow for an attack.
Go
Do I
ahead.
get sneak attack again? Cause,
You do get
You
sneak
do,
attack
but
again.
not advantage.
Oh boy, does 11 hit?
It does not. You fire off into the distance, into the stone next to it, and you just hear the arrow like snap.
Sometimes they're all hits, sometimes they're all misses, folks.
Yeah. Does that end your turn?
Oh, well.
That brings us to Barrius.
How's he looking?
He's looking fairly hurt.
Same. We didn't do shit.
He's looking the same as when it was his turn.
Yeah,
last.
true.
You all didn't do shit.
Things changed.
I hit him for 20.
Oh yeah, I mean Thalion's doing some
True.
damage, but the rest of y'all are just fucking up.
Oh, okay. I'm doing damage. I'm putting work in. I'm just gonna cast magic missile again.
Cool.
Put some
Go
fucking
ahead.
more work in, will ya?
I'm trying. 2 points of force damage. Wonderful. Another 2 points of force damage.
He's quadrupled my attack.
Oh! And another 2 points of force damage.
Cool.
6 points of force damage.
Yeah. Sweet.
That's all I can do.
Cool. And that ends your turn?
That ends my turn, yeah.
Cool. That brings us to the Marauder, who is going to go for a multi-attack against Thalion, being the only one that seems to be damaging him a decent amount. So first hit is going to be a dirty 20 to hit,
Yeah, it hits.
which is going to do 16 points of piercing damage as he
I
like
am down.
spears in.
Right,
so-
roll.
Thalion falls. Let me just do that. Cool. He is then going to take his movement to here. And let's do a d4 to see who he attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be Barrius.
I'm gonna go down.
He's going to go for another hit, which is a 13 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Hit,
Roll
dealing
really poorly. Roll really please.
16 points of
No!
piercing as he
Barrius is
stabs
down.
in. Barrius is down.
Oh,
Cool.
fuck.
And that ends his turn. Thalion, I'm going to do your first death save. Cool. Now we go to Bartleby's turn. You are now face to face with this Verbeeg.
Yay.
Doesn't Zephyr Strike give you like a bonus to attack or something?
Once before the spell ends, because it's concentration, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll. However, I'm going to... Fuck. Yeah, I guess I'll just attack him.
Cool, go ahead.
with advantage. I'll 2-weapon fighting again, just for a better chance at hitting him. We'll go this one with advantage. Okay, 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
Fuck
You
my
swing your
life,
hand axe
bro.
and he kind of like dodges slightly out of the way.
Oh, alright. 14 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
Oh, thank God.
That's 3 ones.
Oh
on
my
3
God.
attacks. Fuck my life.
Cool. You impact a very similar part of his clothing and he just kind of goes and just laughs at you. Does that end your turn?
No, I'm gonna bonus action Zephyr Strike again. And fuck off back over here. Bye.
Cool. And that ends your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That brings us to tricking.
Alrighty, I'm gonna use my charm of animal conjuring. I think,
Okay.
To spawn some
Sleep
animals
time.
right near the giant.
What animal are you conjuring?
Third level. What?
You can
some giant
conjure.
wolves.
Yeah.
Sorry, wolves.
Yeah, giant wolves, like we saw. Those guys from.
Do I have the wolves? Dire wolves, or is it giant wolf?
Whatever the fucking Kanan and what his face were.
What is
Yeah.
it? What does the spell say?
Because you just summon animal, like wolves,
Yeah, it would
Something
just
or
be a
other.
standard wolf,
Just
I
be
would
a wolf.
imagine.
Okay.
but
Cool.
it's flavored as a giant wolf, I guess.
Yeah, it's a
wolves.
larger than normal sized wolf.
How many does it spawn? Does it spawn a couple or just one?
No, just one.
No, it spawns a pack.
Does it?
Conjure animal.
Let me read the spell.
I'd read it before.
Yeah, I know, but I don't believe you.
I'll read it again.
Conjure. Okay.
believe
Conjure
you.
animals. You conjure no spirits that appear as a large pack of spectral, intangible animals in an occupied space. So it looks like a pack of wolves, but it is like spectral and like almost luminescent. They kind of have like these like flowing tendrils of like spirit energy flowing off them. They kind of just come out of like almost coming out of like the walls. They just appear and just like look at you, waiting for some sort of command.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him to go attack the dude that's fucking.
Get his ass.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna say that you probably moved him. You probably summoned them closer, and then they run like almost like cascading like water towards this Verbeeg. So they do. He needs to do a Dex saving throw, which fails. So you do 3d10 slashing damage.
Oh, please kill him.
I'm gonna try, boy. D10. That's a 7, and
Nice.
that's a 6,
13.
and that's another 7.
So what's that? 14,
20 points.
20 points.
20 points.
Cool. You watch as these like spectral creatures kind of like jump and pound this guy. He kind of like fearfully
Damn.
falls on the floor. That you hear this as they somewhat rip him to bits, and he stops moving.
Oh!
We're still in
Oh.
combat.
We are still in combat, yes.
Okay.
Because we're down.
Yeah. Does that end your turn, Tricking?
I'm gonna move closer to my patriots.
Cool. Move where you want to move.
No, that's not letting me move this one. Oh, what is happening here? I've done something I don't want to do.
Or just mark it and I can move you. Oh, no. There we go. Cool.
There we go. Yep, over here now.
Yeah, awesome. Is that within your movement? Yeah, it would be. Cool. Easy. That ends your turn.
Can I do anything to help?
No, because you used your action to summon the creature. To summon the spectral
fine.
creatures. So that brings us to Barrius, who is going to make a death save. Cool. And then to Thalion, who is going to make a death save. Cool. That brings us to Bartleby. What are you doing?
Further dying on Thalion.
Spare the dying on Thalion. Cool. Thalion
Yeah.
is now stable.
And then
no
I'm
longer
gonna
making
move
death saves.
Back over to Barrius. I can't do anything on this turn, but I'm just going to be there for next turn.
Cool. That brings us to Tricking. What are you doing?
I don't have anything I can really do to help, so I'm gonna go see if the creature we just killed has anything of value on it.
Okay, give me a investigation check.
Well, that didn't seem to be good. That's a 7.
Cool. So you find a spear. You find a stone knife. Other than that, you find the clothes on his back, and that's about it.
I'll take the stone knife.
Cool. You've now got a stone knife that uses the dagger stat block. Cool. And that ends your turn.
That's my turn.
Cool. Barrius is going to make a death save. Cool. And that brings us to Bartleby's turn.
Feather dying.
Cool.
Thank you.
Barrius is now stable.
Thank fuck.
Now that they're both stable, we are going to end combat because there's no point doing doing death saves and stuff. Cool. Yeah. So now that you guys are out of combat, yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Lay there on the floor.
Yeah. So Barrius and Thalion are both lying on the floor, no longer bleeding to death, but
Yay.
Thalion, do you have any healing capabilities?
Thalion can't speak. He's unconscious.
Oh, fuck. I'll go and smack him in the face. I won't do that.
Smack him in the face.
Smack him in the
with my own
face. He
hand.
goes. You deal 1 point of bludgeoning damage. He starts making
He's
death
dead.
saves again.
And just grab my hand and put it on my forehead.
Yeah.
Like lay on hands. 1 point.
I guess I'll search the dead guy to see if there's anything useful.
Give me an investigation check.
Nine.
Cool. You
That's
find
the end of digital dice because they're fucking.
you
awful.
find a spear lying on the floor next to him, a stone spear, and the clothing on his back. He does not seem to have anything on him, other than that. And an oddly stone knife shaped hole, where one stone knife used to be is now no longer. It's like it's like in a cartoon where somebody steals something and it's like the dotted outline.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to Thalion and just in like I don't know, a grasp to try and get him to wake up. I'm gonna take out a can of wet meat and put some in his mouth.
Okay. Give
Choke to
me.
Yeah.
Give me.
He aspirates the wet meat and dies.
Disgust check.
No, give me like a. I want to say, Thalion, give me a.
It's like using smelling salt.
Yeah, a perception
He's
check.
like, "Oh."
Maybe a perception check.
17.
Cool. I was going to say DC 15. You
Fuck
managed
yeah.
to like the salty, wet meat, like the whole can empties on Thalion's face, and it manages to get him to a point where he's semi-conscious, still on 0 hit points, but I would let him get to a point where he can now lay on hands if he would like.
He can lay hands on himself.
I'm gonna give myself 5 hit points.
5 hit points, and
Yep.
Thalion is back up.
Apologies, friend. I know you're not a fan, but I was
covered in-
grasping at straws.
You're covered in
God,
Bartleby's wet meat.
Picking it out of my beard.
It's like stringy and.
Barrius is also incapacitated. If you could help.
I will lay on hands for 5 hit points.
Cool.
Yippee!
I would like to try and drag this body away to somewhere where it's less noticeable.
Okay. Where?
Let me peruse around real quick and see what I can find.
I'm gonna grab Thalion and be like,
So
Thank you.
as you move through V6,
brought me back from
through
the
one
brink.
of the
Why?
second time.
Yeah.
When you move through here,
Yeah.
I'll just give you a quick description because you haven't gotten it yet.
Yep.
You see a tunnel that continues to the north, the other veering east. So east goes to where you were, north is like a dark northward tunnel. Yeah. You see a dark northward tunnel is essentially what I'm saying. Now you can move.
Down here,
Yep.
Are any of these large bushes? Are any of these
Yes.
logs hollow?
Logs are somewhat hollow, not completely hollow. You being the size of this guy, you would not be able to hide him in one of the logs, but you could definitely try and hide him around the shrubbery.
Yeah, cool. I'll do that.
Cool. Give me a strength. Who's moving it?
Whoever can help. I guess I would
I'm
ask
waiting
Thane.
for a hand up.
Yeah,
I will help.
indirectly.
Give me strength. Give me a group strength check. So everybody strength check. Probably
got a
athletics
-1.
if you'd like.
18.
6. I'm like,
11.
11.
I had a nat 20.
Tricking does most of the hard work
Somehow.
somehow.
I was
And
dead
manages.
half a minute ago. So.
Yeah.
Small cat and a decrepit old man do all the work.
Manages to move the lot, especially because he has no light. It's very weird to see it happen. But yeah, you now have the giant Verbeeg, kind of like in the bushes, somewhat hidden from view. You could spend
Cool,
some time
I'll
to
just
continue
do-
hiding him.
Yeah, I'll do whatever I can to make him hidden, and then I would also like to suggest we take a short rest here
yeah.
Give me
for engaging.
a survival check.
Uh, 16.
You managed to hide him fairly well in the bushes.
Fuck yeah.
Cool. And then you guys go down for a short rest.
I mean, we could try for a long rest, but with a cave with an ogre in it. Probably not a great idea.
Yeah. Short rest is probably the way to go. I'm just going to use all my hit
Get some
dice.
HP, yeah.
As you guys go down for the short rest, you guys notice the wolves begin to become more and more spectral, and then eventually just like fade out into the ether, kind of just disappearing out into nothing. Are you guys like lighting a campfire? Like, where are you guys going
no.
for the short rest?
Hidden also by bushes and logs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Using the warmth of this giant dead guy.
Yeah.
The slow lingering warmth.
Yeah, the fading warmth.
Cool.
It's enough to not freeze to death.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We also all spoon.
Give me a perception check. One person.
Perception.
Yeah.
I have a +4. Okay, I guess I'll do it. That was a mistake on everyone else's part because you didn't answer and it was a 2.
Oh.
2.
So that's a 6.
Yeah, cool. So you just kind of pick up the small like whistles of the wind as it kind of picks up a little bit and kind of echoes through these chambers. But nothing really comes or goes for this hour. So you can all roll some hit dice if you'd like for your short rest.
I already have. I'm at full health now. Thank God.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, also, I'm going to use my arcane recovery. I forgot that was a thing. Once per day, when you finish a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover up to a combined level of 1. So I recover 1 spell slot. Hey, look, it's better than none spell slots.
None spell slots.
Yeah.
You'd be like a nunnery. Cool. And now what are we doing?
We want to try and engage the other guy.
I think, well, hopefully he's still asleep. Fingers crossed.
I mean, you could
think-
make him be asleep.
Yeah, I'm like, sleep. I think we go sneaky beaky up here because I think there's another thing that goes in there, and we can hopefully grab the kegs.
Isn't the mead hanging from the roof, though?
Is it?
Pretty sure it was.
Oh fuck.
Do
Which
we
is going to be
have
hard to pull off, not
time to go
loudly.
Sorry.
Do we have enough time to get into another combat scenario?
Well,
Oh,
if
yeah,
we
sure,
get
what
into
time
it,
is
we'll
it?
probably call it before the combat.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, sick.
Alright. Well, I reckon we go back up here and check through here.
Okay.
Fuck,
Cool.
let me walk through the fucking thing.
Because we have
I can't walk through the thing.
yeah, I'll just move you to the
The
other
walls
side
are
of
in the
it.
way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
walls.
because we're moving back in and it's been an hour, I will get a group stealth check for everybody, please.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I rolled a nat. I rolled a nat
Uh,
20 for 19.
Cool.
6.
2.
Nat 20 also.
Oh fuck.
Oh my god.
So
thank
luckily-
you.
Hey, well, it's group. Thank God it's a group check.
Yeah, thank God it's a
The
group
dice
check.
are not on my side today.
So
I
Yeah,
am
neither.
the epitome of a silent armor clad
silent
person.
armor clad. So as you guys move into this like small little square chamber, you guys, except for Tricking because he has no light whatsoever, you see carved steps on the south side that climb 5 feet to this 10-foot high, 15-foot square room, which has a narrow natural exits to the east and west walls. In the middle of the room is a rectangular stone block, 7 foot long, 4 feet wide, and 3 feet tall. Pictographs on the walls of the chamber tell a tale of one tribe's journey through mighty mountains and across a perilous tundra.
Okay.
It looks to be some sort of resting grounds with a single large sarcophagus, coffin, whatever you would call it.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about fucking with this shit. Can we see if that thing is still sleeping? Is he still snoozing?
You do hear the slow grunts of snoring coming from
Yeah.
both directions down those side stairways.
And you said that the mead was hanging from the ceiling, correct?
I didn't say the mead was. I said there was barrels hanging from the ceiling,
Okay.
like large.
Can I-
I
cask
could assume
barrels.
it's
Yeah.
meat.
Could I? How high is the ceiling?
The ceiling in that room is it does not specify, but I'd say probably about 15-20 feet.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna fly up to where they're suspended from.
Okay. What was your... Give me a stealth check.
Maybe I don't do that thing. I don't know how confident I am about. Oh my god! I just saw it was on the other side. What the fuck? There's another thing. Oh Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah, I did say
Maybe
you
we
hear
just go back and
snoring
be like-
coming from both sides.
Maybe we come back and we're like, sorry, it was too much trouble. Sorry. So how are these things suspended from the ceiling? Like how
with
are they?
a series of ropes and pulleys. They're kind of sitting in 6 baskets.
Okay. Maybe we can. Oh, I don't know. I'm like, oh.
Perhaps we can drop it on top of it.
Yeah, are they suspended over this thing? I don't want to wake this thing up though. Nah. Fuck. How do we do this?
Is there light in the room? Because I cannot see shit.
No, there is not.
There is not
There's no
in the
light.
room. So you're just getting like the small whispers and inferrals of what the rest of the group are telling you.
Shit. I don't fucking know.
I think we should maybe retreat and come back at another time.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Maybe we stock up on some healing implements.
Yes,
and
I
then
think that's a
try
good
again.
idea. That's probably a good idea. I think we cut our losses.
Cool.
Yeah,
We could go back to the Good Mead place and see if they've got any healing potions we can borrow.
I think that's a good idea.
I'm not
Well, at
planning
least-
on returning them.
At least we killed the
Well.
At least we killed the marauder dude who was like kind of like I guess
Yeah, we've gotten
was
rid of
the
one at
ringleader.
least.
Yeah, I think we head back and stock up and then try again another day.
Cool. Which exit are we exiting through?
I will go through here.
Cool. Easy. I will move you guys through. So as you guys kind of pass that big crypt, you guys move back into that central chamber, and then moving past the remains of the smaller ones dug into the walls, heading out towards the exit, in which you guys entered from. Passive perceptions.
How big is that verb-beaked head?
It's probably about twice the size of yours. Maybe one and a bit.
I wish to remove it from the corpse.
New helmet.
Cool. Give me an attack roll. No, actually, come to think of it, he's dead, so there's no resistance. Yeah, you can just like fucking chop it off. You can give me a sleight of hand if you wanna do it like finesse wise and make it a clean cut, or you can just jagged cut.
I feel like my nature as a martial weapons expert, I could give it one swift cleave.
Yeah, that sounds understandable to me. Give it one.
So I'm going to give it
swift cleave.
one swift cleave and then just throw his head in my backpack or whatever happens to be my carrying container at this time.
Yeah, cool. As you guys kind of head out, you see another Verbeeg heading in your direction, approaching the mouth of the cave.
Oh fuck, bro!
Right. Hide.
Yeah.
He stands perfectly still and goes invisible.
Oh fuck you! He's like fuck you guys. Is there are we like in front of a cliff? Is there like a roof to this cave?
There is not. Oh yeah, there's a roof to the cave. Sorry, yeah.
Like as in like is it like a cliff, right? We're standing in front of a cliff that this cave is in, or is it like kind of like a I don't know what I'm trying to say. Is it like a sheer cliff that this cave is set into?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, lame. I was gonna see if I could
So
file
are you
it.
guys
How fucked are
hiding,
we?
or are you guys?
Yeah.
we're hiding.
We're hiding.
Cool. Give me another group
Please.
stealth check, please.
Oh
Do
fuck.
I need to do stealth if I'm invisible?
Yes,
Okay,
you just do it
10.
with advantage. 10,
6.
6,
14.
14.
21.
Cool. You guys managed to hide yourselves fairly well in the bushes.
Thank God.
You see what appears to be a female Verbeeg,
Aww.
with a
kinda sad.
somewhat misshapen face that bears a too wide smile. She clutches a spear in one hand, while using her other arm to cradle a wicker basket full of bits
Got
of
a fucking
shiny
shell in it.
metal.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna be like,
She shouts out, "Doug, you home?" Into
Doug.
the cave.
Doug. Oh.
And then begins moving
Wait.
down this cave entrance here.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna wait. No. I'm gonna cast minor illusion from this one. Oh wait, no, that's one of our. Yeah, okay, never mind. If she had done that way, then never mind. I thought I was gonna be like minor illusion and get her to head down this way, and we can be like, "Shoo, run off that way."
Cool. And she begins heading into the cave. Do you hear like the slight thuds of her footsteps, and every once in a while you'd hear this, "Doug, Doug."
I'm gapping
I
it.
think we should get out of here.
Yeah, let's skedaddle.
Yep.
And you guys skedaddle.
Oh, thank God.
I turn and follow her down the cave and throw her husband's dead head at her.
Oh my
Bro.
God, bro. Damn.
Doug's not here.
Doug's not home.
as you guys are like running, you hear like the guttural scream of somebody that's just lost a loved one echo throughout the forest around you.
That's fucked up.
It is an 8-hour trek back.
Fuck, I don't care. I just want to get home.
So
wanna
I
go
will
home.
give the lot of you 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay, as long as
No,
I
thank
can-
you.
And you guys arrive back at Goodmead
What's the level of exhaustion for?
for
travelling.
traveling
just
another
walking.
8 hours. Yeah,
Right.
you've been awake for more than 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, without a long rest. So you guys head back to Goodmead, and you guys eventually arrive at Goodmead as the sun is rising. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh, fuck me. That was stressful. Holy shit.
Doing anything at low level is fucking awful.
Yeah.
it very much is.
The second he was like, I'm going to attack Barrius, I was like, I'm going down in 1 hit. I'm like, I'm not fucking...
To be fair, I think we could have done that the way we planned if we didn't all roll absolute
like
dog
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
We
think
all
in
did roll like
3
shit.
turns I did like 6 damage.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 for every single one of my,
Yeah, same.
I rolled a 1 for every single one of my magic missiles on that second one.
My first 3 attacks were 1s.
The only reason we're all still here is because I freed that pot. Let that sink in.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah, cool.
Hate us.
So that is where we're going to finish tonight's session. Thank you so much for joining us, anybody
Damn.
that's still here. Thank you to our 2 sponsors, Stabby Joe & Co. and W.GG. And we will catch you in 2 weeks' time for the next part of this adventure.
Adventure.
Yeah, so we will see you next
Damn.
time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.